Very well, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VII. Last time we explored Cosmo Canyon and we learned that we have to do in a cave. We have to go on a cave with Simba to find out more about his past, probably. Off screen I went to Cosmo Canyon. I've also trained some characters a little bit, so these are what the characters look like now. What happened off screen is that we got five eye potions from Four Condor Battle number 5. I raised the kill of Ares and Simba, so they're almost about to learn their level 2 limit breaks. And also there is somebody leveled up at all materia. Don't know who somebody has at level 2. This one. This is all materia leveled up to level 2. But that's everything that happened. Simba has a limit tiered up. And that's actually the last limit that he needs to use to learn his second level 1 limit break. So in this episode, what we're going to do is that we're going right into the cave that we were supposed to go next and do just that, because that's the only thing that's left to do. That thing is a dungeon, which also contains a new enemy skill. By the way, talking about enemy skills, I have... See, now the two materia enemy skills have all the enemy skills that are possible to collect up to this point. So I've actually updated the one that had less enemy skills. So I took Matra Magic, for Suicide, Beta, Chocobaco, Flamethrower, everything that I missed. So I'd go over here and talk to Bugenhagen here. Ho ho ho! Are we all set? Yeah, okay. Ho ho, shall we go? Alright, come in, come in. Hey, aren't you going with us, Grandpa? Where are you, crazy? It's dangerous in there, I told you that. You want an old man like me should go first? I'll be right behind you. So it like kind of joins you, but it's not like it's in your team or something. Okay. So the first room is just ladders going down. So this cave is not complicated. It does contain a few things that are important, but one of the most important things that you can find in here is the materia. And one thing you need to know, there are many undead monsters here. And undead monsters are damaged by healing ability. So if you try to heal undead monster, you end up damaging them. And if you want, and on the contrary, no, if you damage it, you don't cure them. But if you poison them, they'll get cured instead. So that's how undead monsters work in Final Fantasy VII. Okay, on the first room, your objective is to find a way to open the exit. You see there are different caves, like for example this one. And at the end of each there's a rocket you can turn. But only one of the caves is actually correct. If you turn the wrong one, you'll end up doing a battle. Okay, so right off the bat we have these guys. Okay, the serpents over here, the snakes, can do halt whip, which puts a stop, I think, on an enemy, on a target, paralyze, whatever. So I'm gonna do Sled Fang, kill one of them, and this beast, dog-like, whatever that is, I don't even know, is able to do one of the enemy skill that we're looking for. There's another enemy that's able to do that, but for now, we can also try to have them use the skill. Another thing that I haven't told you, and we had this materia for a while, is the Death Blow materia. It's a command materia, it's yellow, we found it in Gongaga Forest. What it does, you can try to use this, it'll do a special attack. You'll do a special attack, it only hits 1/3 of the time, so you'll hit normally, but if it does connect, it's critical. So, yeah, Blade Wind charged up, but I don't want to do that. I'd like to do White Wind if you don't mind. So heal that poison, and try to manipulate this guy if I can. So let him cast the enemy skill I'm looking for. Maybe. No? You know what? I don't care. Let's just kill him. Let's just kill him. We'll get it from another enemy. Because I don't know if you can manipulate that guy. I don't know if it's... There are some enemies that you cannot manipulate them no matter what. And I'm supposed to know that. And your lunatic hike is learned. Which is a kind of nice limit. So let's go over here, say. Funny looking rock. This is definitely wrong. But you know, I'm gonna break it open because that will make me meet the enemy with the enemy skill I'm looking for. So... hopefully it's only one of them, not three of them. So I'll defeat two of them. Fine. A funny thing is, since these guys are undead, you can try to use White Wind on them. That's actually very effective, believe it or not. Because White Wind is a healing ability. So that'll end up doing damage equal to your HPs. And it also tries to set all status problems, believe it or not. This is the enemy skill I was looking for. Death Sentence. What it does, it puts you a timer on your head. After 60 seconds you are inflicted with the death status, so you die. But it's no problem. I think it can be removed via White Wind, but I'm not entirely sure. Maybe not. In any case, maybe useful for enemies, but I never actually used them in battle. But it's there, and you have to get it now, because the next chance to get it is almost up to disc 2. Because you won't be able to explore this cave after it's finished, so just so you know that. I'm gonna ask cure too, fine, whatever. I still have 50 seconds. There we go. Okay, now that I have the skill on buff enemy skills materials, I can move the materials a little bit. I've given the 2 enemy skills to Ares so you can learn them. You can learn this skill on buff material in one shot. But now that I don't need that anymore, let me do some movements. I don't need the manipulate materia, so I'm taking the death blow from Simba. I'm gonna put it over here on me, and I'm gonna give Simba one of the enemy skills of Ares. Well, Ares takes... let's go take the throw material and get some more vitality. Okay, so we got the enemy skill. All you have to do in this room is go into this one. This is the right cave, I believe. Yeah, another shape and rock. Yeah, that's correct. That will open the exit. There's nothing else in this room. Don't even try going around because there's nothing. No treasures, nothing. Ho ho ho. Everyone here is a ghost of the G tribe, killed in a certain battle. A certain battle? The vengeful spirit of the Z didn't disappear and could not return to the live stream. We still have far to go, ho ho ho. Sure, let's try to do this in one big episode, because that's what I'm planning to do. One big episode with the Cave of the G, which is not that long, but still. It might take a while. Surprise attack coming from behind. So these guys. These guys are not undead, so don't even try to heal them, because you'll end up healing them. I'd rather just spam attack. It's probably the best way to go here. As long as they do death sentence, it's fine. But let's just change roll a little bit, so that we get some more damage in, because otherwise it might take a while. Simba's long range because he has the long range materia. So it could go back, but I'm just gonna keep it there, in the front row. See if I can hit that death blow. That would be nice. Okay. Okay, now you have to go this way, and there's some oil here. You have to walk on it, otherwise if you run, you slip, and if you happen to hit the wall, you'll get damaged. and not by a little, by a lot. So you go down here, there's the important material of the dungeon, the added effect material. What it does is then if you pair the added effect material, well, for example, let me just open the menu to explain. Do we have anything that we can pair? For example, Mystify, alright? Mystify he does Confusion and Berserk. If we pair added effect with it and it's in the armor, we'll defend against Confusion and Berserk. But if the material is, for example, Poison, and we link it to the armor with Poison and added effect within 2 linked slots, our attacks have a chance of poisoning the enemy. Or every time we can slow the enemy with every hit, or we can defend against slow, haste, and stop. You can basically have the status of the effect of the materia instead of adding the element. So from here you want to go up. I think there's nothing up. Okay, so you have to walk this way, then you can run and just slip through. Of course, I'm not really a big fan of the other effect materia. I mean, it has its uses, but I'd rather level up all the materia. Or inflict statuses in other ways. Now, we're just gonna run from this one. So we got the preemptive. I also want to show you how White Wind is useful against undead enemies. This is the Black Megaphone, it's for Catut, and I think it's a 4-slot double growth weapon. So definitely important that you get it. An Ether that might be useful to restore our MPs throughout this cave. Then we have to go up here. As you can see, this cave leads to the back of Cosmo Canyon. It was unfortunate that the Z were larger than us. If they attacked through here, we wouldn't have stood a chance. Let's move on. And of course I had to fight another battle before ending this room. Okay, more of you guys then. Alright. No problem for me, I'll see how much Matra Magic does to you guys. And we can try Lunatic High, why not? Let's do it. Not bad. Lunatic High. I think it inflicts haste on everybody. I'm pretty sure it inflicts haste. I don't know if it does something else. It probably does something else. But haste, I know haste is for sure, because you can see the effect. It probably has some more effects, probably enhances some statistics, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Alright. Okay, now we have 5 paths. And we have to take them all eventually. Some of those don't actually go anywhere, but this one leads to path number 1. So this was a waste of time, okay. I think that is the 3 that doesn't go anywhere. Number 3 doesn't go anywhere, right? Yeah, it's a dead end. So let's start with path number 4. Now you see those webs? If you walk into them, well... But before we walk into them we have to fight a battle. Okay, I want to show this to you now. Look what White Wind does on an undead enemy. Boom! It was mauled, petrified, sleeped, probably confused as well, anything you can think of. I've probably set a bunch of status problems. But since it petrifies them, you can basically kill them with that. Now let me use an Ether to restore some MPs right here. So if you walk into these spider webs, you have to fight the spider. The host of the web, there it is. It's called a Stinger. And it's very powerful, its physical deal a lot of damage, but you can use Frog Song. And look. And now you're a frog. So he's not gonna do a lot of damage now. Then you can just hold the circle button and you'll be fine. Otherwise, the attacks of these guys will do 200 damage, around 200 damage. Probably. Let's crit there. Boom. See if we can use some death blow commands. Let's see if we go lucky. Oh, we can use Seal Evil over here. Do it. Boom. So now it's under stop as well. Stop and silence. They don't really need silence, but stop is useful. There we go, he's dead. There are 3 of these spiders that you have to fight. And if you want to fight them on their normal form, they'll prove to be hard. If you just cast Frog Song or you can cast Toad, they'll be pretty much harmless. The next potion, which is really nice. So what do we have now? What do we have? Okay, these guys, good. So I'm gonna go for Matra Magic. And for another Matra Magic if you like. I'd like to use 2 Matra Magics. Boom. Nice. Ares killed 3 monsters and I killed another one. As I told you, Simba and Ares are about to learn their level 2 limit break, so I'm aiming to do that in this episode, but it's not happening. It's not happening. They need around 10 kills or so. Probably 10 to 15 kills each. So it's something that can happen. As you can see, Stink Bong deals a heck of a damage there. It hurts. Alright, now let's have Ares heal. Can use Lunatic Hag to give us haste, and then we can start attacking this guy. Oh, I missed. See, the problem with Death Blow that cuts your accuracy not in half, and your accuracy becomes 1/3 when you do that. So it depends. Its usefulness depends on the accuracy of the weapon you're wielding, because there are weapons with perfect accuracy. In that case, Death Blow will always hit, and that's a great asset. But if you don't have perfect accuracy, that might hurt a little bit, because you might start missing a lot of attacks with Death Blow. Okay, let's go this way. You wanna go down here? There's a secret passage that leads you back in the beginning. You gotta to access not this place. You have to hack the right wall to access a treasure chest, but not before we do another battle. Ooh, nice! We get to give 5 kills to Ares. Matra Magic. Matra Magic. Now, hopefully she'll learn something after this fight. And by the way, our level 2 limit breaks aren't that great. Well, maybe the second level 2 it is, but don't expect anything from the first level 2 limit break. Was she being halted or something? Probably. Use White Wind, heal everybody. Take away the status problems. So she can use Matra Magic. There we go. This should finish them. There. Easy. Not yet, huh? Fine. This is a fairy ring, which I think is an accessory. Protects against poison and darkness. It's definitely better than a star pendant that only protects against poison. This also protects against darkness. And if we could finish this room, I would gladly take on the boss, which is not hard. And there's nothing up there. There's only one chest left, and one of these spiders, and then we're done. Okay, Simba's almost up to a turn, so I'm just gonna go into enemy skill immediately. Frog Song him, and then we can do whatever we want. We can even try to check them to see how many HP do they have. Just for fun. Boom. That's a lot of HP there. Death blow! Try. Let's try that. Ah! Let's give it another shot. Nice. Okay, Aris or Simba, you get the kill. Okay, Simba does. And to get the treasure, there's a secret passage here that leads to the chest, which contains the turbo ether. Nice. And over here is the boss of the cave. This warrior went through the cave all alone, fighting attackers one after another. Grandpa, the warrior! Ho ho ho, we're almost there. What is this? Grandpa, easy! After death, the ghost of the G, like stagnant here. This can't be! Okay, this boss is called the Gene Attack, I think? Gene Attack? Probably. I don't even know. Yeah, it's called Gene Attack. What he does is not a... It's weird. What he does is he can use these flames to take over a character, and they will start taking constant damage. And then he uses the flames to use Fire 2 on himself, on the flames, to heal them. You can destroy them, but I think they will be resummoned after a while. And that's a nice camera angle over here. Yeah, the flames will constantly doing Fire 2 on the characters. But you know what? I'm not gonna fight this battle. So what I'm gonna do here... Where are my X potions? I need an X potion. Where are they? They should be somewhere around here. There they are. So this guy's undead. X potion kills it. Boom. I'm not even fighting it. Not that because it's hard, because it isn't, but we can just do this and move on. We got a wither staff. Thank you, Fado. Because of you, we survived. Nanaki, you've grown strong too. Oh yeah? Now I know that it wasn't a mistake bringing you here. Come, I have something I want to show you right over here. Now you can pick up the gravity materia, which what does? Well, it keeps the gravity magic. We're gonna substitute sense. We're gonna put in the new gravity materia. Gravity is, well, Demi what does Demi what Demi does? It's reduces enemies HP by 1/4. Demi 2 is basically laser, halves the enemy's HP, and Demi 3 reduces the enemy HP by 3/4. Obviously, doesn't work on bosses. I never used them. I never used the gravity spell. Only rarely, but you know it's there. It's a spell. It's a material. You want to keep it. It might be turn. It might turn to be useful later. This is the warrior who fought against the G. He kept them from taking even one step into Cosmo Canyon. But he was never able to return to town. Look, Nanaki, look at your father, at the warrior Seto. Seto Kaiba? Of Yu-Gi-Oh? Oh no, it's just a line. That's Seto? Seto continued to fight the G-Tribe here to protect this canyon. Even after the G's poisonous arrows turned his body to stone. Even after they all ran away, Seto continued to protect us. And he continues to protect us even now. Even now. You thought he was a coward and ran away, but he alone risked his life to protect Cosmo Canyon. That is your father, Seto. That is Seto? Did mother know? Ho ho ho, she knew. The two of them made me promise to keep this cave shut. They asked me to seal it myself and not to tell a soul. They said we should forget about this cave. Father, would you mind leaving the two of us alone? Nanaki, I want you to continue your journey with Pharaoh and the others. Grandpa? Listen, Nanaki. Pharaoh says that they are trying to save the planet. Honestly, I don't think it can be done. For even if they stop every reactor on the planet, it's only going to postpone the inevitable. Even if they stop Sephiroth, everything will perish. But Nanaki, I've been thinking lately. I've been thinking if there was anything we could do. As a part of the planet, something to help a planet already in misery. No matter what happens, isn't it important to try? Am I just wishing against fate? I'm too old to do anything about it. This year I'll be 130, ho ho ho. That's why, Nanaki, you must go with them, for my sake. Grandpa. I wanted to show you your real father before you left. I'm so glad that you came back while I was still alive to show you. Grandpa, don't talk like that. I don't want to think of life without you. Ho ho ho, well, I've had a long life. Grandpa, you must live. I'll see you to it. I'll see to what's happening to the planet, and I'll come back to tell you. Nanaki. I'm Nanaki of Cosmo Canyon, the son of the warrior Seto. I'll come back a warrior true to that noble name. So please, Grandpa. That's Seto, father. Shall we get going? So this is it, Simba. That's just the way it goes. You came in handy at times. Yeah, we get to form a party here. I'm gonna take Baracus and Georgia, and actually, no, I'm gonna take Captain. Yeah, neither Baracus or Georgia, well, we'll see. For now, let's take Baracus. I don't want to tell you the wrong things. I want to check right now. About the black megaphone. I'm pretty sure it's a double growth weapon. Yep, Force Law double growth weapon. Okay, good. So now we can leave. Simba's not in our party. But if we try to leave Cosmo Canyon and head for the war map... Wait for me, I'm coming too! Hmm? Pharaoh, please look after Nanaki. What happened? I think I grew up a little, that's what happened. Oh, come back whenever you need my knowledge. Alright, now we can leave. And Simba will be in our selection screen party, whatever you want to call it. PHS. So yeah, now what we need to do is, believe it or not, now we have the buggy. I believe another thing, if you happen to have broken the buggy because you have driven too close to Cosmo Canyon, Book and Island will have your buggy repaired, so now you can use it. Now what I have to do is go back to Fort Condor. There's another battle waiting for me there, but I'm gonna do that off screen. So next time on Final Fantasy VII, I'll meet you right back here at this point, so that we can proceed with the story. See you guys then.